We're back with Dr. Paula Ross from Cone Health Heart Care talking about your heart health. All right, let's talk about the exercise, because what are the do's and the don'ts for physical activity after a heart event? I'm sure some people are kind of like scared to do too much.
Right. So again, everyone's unique and their events, they each have their history, their story. So what I tell people, if you're leaving the hospital, get moving around, get walking. Don't do too much too fast. You have to listen to your body. Some people may be on medicines that are new for them. Maybe their blood pressure is different than it had been. And I say start slow. Following up with cardiac rehab is important because we get, again, a lot of information while you're in those sessions. And but keep walking.
Okay, now let's talk about the eating habits, the nutrition changes that are recommended, because less of what, more of what else?
Yeah, I think, the biggest thing really now, and you'll see it in other areas, is just eating less processed food. You need protein to keep your muscles strong, so getting enough protein and meats, good, again, just be smart, don't eat fatty meats, but chicken and fish and lean meats. And lots of vegetables, minimize the processed foods, sweets and things, and just staying healthy. A Mediterranean type diet, but just whole food.
Okay, and so there's probably some recipe substitution examples for a healthy heart that maybe we're not thinking about.
Yeah, I think trying to stay with lots of vegetables. That's my biggest thing, is trying to incorporate that. Get rid of sweetened drinks. Go more with water. I hate to tell people, if you're eating meat and vegetables and eggs are okay. They got a bad rap for a long time. Maybe not creamy things and not deep fried things.
But the eggs is okay.
Eggs are okay.
Eggs are okay. All right. So what other steps should people take or keep in mind of to reduce their risk of that other heart event maybe happening again?
I think, be conscious. When you go back for a visit to the doctor's office, be conscious of your blood pressure. Find out, what are your lipid numbers. Work with any changes in medication. What are your blood sugars if you're a diabetic. You're looking for that. I tell people everybody's got different symptoms going in, looking for things like what you could do, you can't do. If something changes like that, that's the time to raise your hand and say, you know what, maybe I need to get checked out sooner than my next appointment. I could do this a month ago. Now I'm getting short of breath again. What's going on? Or I've got some swelling. So if you notice changes in your day-to-day.
All right, and all of those kinds of things, whether there's changes or not, but you're changing your lifestyle, that kind of stuff, that's got to give you a little bit of anxiety, a little trepidation about all of that.
Okay. It is, and I tell people that's normal. I see patients every day talking about this, so for me, thinking about it is very natural now. But when it hits home to you and it's something new, you're on a steep learning curve of all this stuff. So I take time and try to explain it if people have questions. I have some people who don't ask much, and I start to say, hey, you might be thinking about this, or maybe you want to know. And suddenly I see, some people just get quieter when they get anxious, and that's normal, and it's normal to be down after an event like this. But I try to reassure them there are plenty of people I followed. I've been here in Greensboro for about 24 years, and I've seen people over that time, and they're doing just fine. So
we've got about a minute left. We've got about a minute left. The holiday season, it can be stressful for all of us, heart condition or not a heart condition. Yeah. Tips for controlling stress for a healthy heart for all of us.
Yeah, I tell patients, look, it's another holiday. Everybody's bustling around. I say, just pace yourself. Maybe you don't see everybody over the holidays. See them at different times, because it can get stressful. Eat your usual diet too. When we're on call, New Year's, people wait until they get seen around the New Year's time. They've been, eating not like they usually do. Try to keep a routine. I think that's probably the best advice.
A cookie here or there, but not like just full blown, I'm just eating Christmas for the next
salty
month.
Foods. Avoid the extra salty foods, just like you usually cook. If you've been doing okay with it, then sample here or there. Don't go crazy.
Don't go crazy. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Ross. We so appreciate it. If you missed any of this, this is going to be in the 2-Year Well-Being section. Right now, we're going to take a quick break and check in with that forecast.